that didn't work. This is a SanDisk Sansa music player that I was given by my mother a while back. So today I thought it'd be fun if I did a review on it. So looking around at it, you can see that this thing is pretty small. Actually, ridiculously small. And just to show you how small this thing is, this is how big it is to a Nintendo Switch. It is like as wide as the Joy-Con. Almost as wide as the Joy-Con. And probably just as thick, or just as tall as the Joy-Con. So it is ridiculously small. So let's go ahead and listen to some of the music I have on this. So the only speaker I really have is my sound system that I have here that's usually hooked up to my TV. So we're just going to use this. So let's boot it up. Gives you a nice little boot animation. And there's a song with an artist that might look familiar. So if we press play, you can hear. So this is actually made, let's just repeat the song. This was made by me using live loops in GarageBand. And this is actually encoded in iTunes' format. So this MP3 player can actually hear that. See, as you can tell, the codec is M4A. So if we go back out, you can look at the other features of this. There's a radio, books, which is actually just audiobooks and podcasts. As you saw in a previous demonstration, it's not very big. So it's not very good to read things on this. Can you record voice memos or listen to one? I don't have any saved on this, but I'm sure that the quality is probably as good as your mic. So I'll try that in a little bit. SD cards, which I haven't been able to get to work for some reason. There's a micro SD card slot here, but it doesn't read any music that I put on it. So that might just be me, but I don't know. Oh, apparently if you leave it idle for a while, it will go back to what's on there. So I put various file types on here, but mostly, actually I only put 2 file types on here. Excuse me. I put MP3s and M4As. So if you click on another song, this is an MP3. And this was actually a song made by a YouTuber that I downloaded off of YouTube. And as you can see, this codec is MP3. I'll leave links to these songs in the description. Well, except for mine. Maybe in the future, I'll figure out how to put that out there without linking it to my personal name. Although it does say Caleb Fire 10. When I post it, it may not say that. So radio, if we go into radio, as you can tell, it is actually playing the radio. I'm pretty sure that's playing from, I don't know if it plays through the speaker as an antenna or if it plays it through the MP3 player itself. Now let's try the voice memos. Now if you eject it, the one thing I don't like is that it doesn't auto pause when you eject. So if you do pause it, you'll have to click pause when you're in the menu here. Also, something to note about the radio is that you can actually record what's on the radio, which is a neat feature, but that could probably also introduce pirating songs. So, very interesting that that's on there. So anyway, let's try the voice memos. Alright, got it plugged in, so I'm going to go to voice and record now. So when you do it, it'll show a little microphone right there and a time. So duration, oh, I guess you can set a duration for how long it'll record. Oh, it is recording right now. So it is playing all this. But I guess you can set a duration so it stops recording after a bit of time, which is interesting. I wonder if that's minutes or hours. Anyway, hours or minutes. Probably so you can record people's lectures. So save recording, we'll save that and we'll just listen to it. So let's go plug this back in. When you do it, it'll show a little. So here's the audio of it. So the weird thing is, their microphone must be on the device itself, but I don't see where it is. It might be this, because you can hear it clicking. And I just recorded another thing where it just said, this is me speaking, and I didn't have the headphones plugged in, so I'm gonna record right now. This is me speaking, hello there. And I don't even have the headphones plugged in. This is connected straight to my sound system. So this is me speaking, hello there. So the quality's not too bad for an internal mic. Hello there. But let me go back to my music and play this. Oh my. What is going on? That might be a corrupted file. Okay then. That just happened. What is going on? This thing's like glitching out. Radio works, but those files were not. Oh, maybe it was just that one song was just causing the entire thing to freak out. Well, how about we delete it off of this thing? Cause, oh, now it's playing. That's playing off of internal storage, by the way. You can connect it to a PC and play it through internal storage. So that's something else to discuss. So you got music options, those are it. Audiobook options. I think this means chapter mode. I don't know what that is. And you can adjust the speed of those. In radio you can delete all the presets or change the audio mode, which is just mono or stereo. And film region is just USA or world. System settings. In the background you can have the album art, which I think I'll have that be on. And then the backlight, you can tell it when to turn off. Then you can adjust the brightness. I think Sony might be a good one. And power save, where it'll probably shut off after a while if you're not using it. A sleep timer, and you customize what shows up. So if you don't want to use the book or the card, you can turn those off. Or the sport mode, you're just really gonna use it for music and radio. dog is barking. So you can see in the background, there's the album art. So you can change the equalizer, full bass or full treble, or customize it to your own liking, but it doesn't really tell you what it is, which is kind of weird. So I just leave it normal. Don't know what that does. And you can change the language. So, and menu looping, so you can go all the way around as so, which I'd leave it on that. And you can adjust the date and time, or the max volume. And in here, it's got 8 gigs of memory. I think that's roughly 8 gigs. I guess it's more 7.5 realistically, but they also tell you how much battery percentage you have in the settings, not next to the battery icon though, which is pretty annoying. So, yeah. USB mode, fun fact, I had to change it from auto detect to this because it would auto to this, and my Pi didn't want to read it. So then you can either format the internal memory or the external memory, or just completely restore to factory's default. So that's the review of the music portion. Now, let's go into something a bit more fun. One more thing, fun fact, if you like shake this around, kind of like distorts the display. That happens on camera and on your eyes too. So you could probably like pause the video and get like some weird shapes if you do it specifically. So that's a fun thing with this display that you can do, is it gives you a nice trail effect. So there is that. Let's say you're outside walking and you drop it. Well, that's gonna be fine. Let's say you're really upset and you toss it in the air. Yeah, it's still gonna work. So, let's say you're really mad and you throw it at the ground. Yeah, you'll scuff it up, but it'll still work. Oh, or get dead pixels on the screen that disappear. What the heck? Is that only on certain colors? Oh, I'm getting the glitchy song. I did the glitchy song on accident. Hold up, we need to increase the resolution. There were dead pixels there, right? Was that just a corrupted background or what? Oh, nope, that's not it. So yeah, this thing still works. Although it is scuffed up. But, I mean, does it still play music really well? Well, it's playing music just fine. What about radio?
Yeah, it's tough enough for someone to have to walk through a strange set of doors because they need a quick loan. The least we can do at Dollar Loan Center.
Well, sounds about right, so let's go continue. Let's say you decide to take it for a swim. It's still playing music. I swear, if this thing's waterproof. Alright, so the button on the headset does nothing. Uh-oh. I swear I ended up finding out this thing is waterproof. Oh. It kind of staticked out, but that might have just been because I moved this. Because it's still playing. Uh-oh. None of the buttons are working. Except for the power button. Keypad doesn't work. But it is still playing the music. Oh, I forgot, does volume work? Volume still works. Just, I can't pause or do anything down here. Well, I'd say it passes for water. I just took that into the sink multiple times and it's still playing music. And if you don't believe me, I'll take this and just plug it right on. Oh, it's doing whatever it wants. It stopped playing. It's still working though. Oh, and now it's doing whatever it wants. Yeah, I think I ruined that. Trying to put the headphones back on. Put headphones back on. And oh, and it stopped playing. And the entire thing froze up. Can't reboot it because the buttons aren't working. Oh, and it shut off. And it is not turning back on. I don't want to say it's dead necessarily, but maybe if I plug it in. I'll wait till that dries out though. I'm afraid that's gonna short out something. All right, just left this out here for a little bit after plugging it in. I did plug it in earlier. Oh, never mind. That's just a thing with the screen. I saw that. I thought the screen was turning back on. But nope, there does not seem to be any sign of life. So I'm gonna try and plug it in one last time instead of after taking it out while it's still wet, because I'm sure it's dead after that. I'll try and plug it in one more time to a battery pack and we'll see what happens. Plugging it in. Whoa, that was weird. That didn't do anything to me, but giving it power, but there's nothing displaying. Yeah, I think it's fried. I probably fried the battery the first time I plugged it in. So I guess it's time for it to get destroyed. That went far. Perhaps this will fix it. It'll get the remaining water out. Oh, boot print. This thing's so condensed though. Oh. The internal screen cracked. I wonder if that's the backlight that's making it show up, or what do you guys think that is? Think that's the backlight? Maybe this thing did still work. And now I just went around and killed it. I guess I could go try and get my headset, plug it in, see if I can hear music. Alright, I'm gonna go grab my headset real quick. Actually, I'm gonna try doing this in a darker spot. Oh! Yeah, I think it's just the normal lighting. I'm pretty sure it's still dead. Oh wait, remember the bottom buttons don't work. So even if I could get it to play music, or even if I did plug in headphones, it won't even work. Even if it is on, so. That's split in half. There's the bottom keypad. Yeah, that completely split in half. Screen's still on, or whatever that is. Alright, there's that. And then that's the back. So the battery's still attached. Which I don't know if that's a good thing to have still on. Yeah, it's completely dry inside. So I don't want to touch that with my fingers. It's dry inside, so there's a potential that that's still working. I'm gonna go get gloves. Okay, just got gloves on. Yeah, I don't think that's the display turning on. I'm sure it's dead. I'm trying to figure out how I can take off that battery. Up it goes. Oops. That thing is face planted. The inner screen's still kind of cracked. Oh! It's starting to come off. Come on. And rip that thing off. Oh. Hey, there's the SD card port. And the sticky thing that gets it stuck. And the processor with probably a water damage sticker. Disconnect this. Okay, that thing does not have a battery. Well, now that it doesn't have a battery, I can worry about. I don't have to worry about gloves anymore. So give me. All right, now I want to see what is underneath this sticker. What type of processor does this thing have? Well, it says SanDisk on it. Can't really make that out still. Oh, geez, my phone sent me a notification, my watch buzz, and I thought I got zapped for a second. Can't really read that, but it's probably a custom processor then. No matter, this thing is done. I'm bending it. All right. There's the display, all cracked up. And there's the back of the display. And of course this processor, or whatever this is. Got it. The processor. Also, apparently this is filming upside down the entire time, but that's nothing that a little rotation can fix. So I think that's gonna be it then. And what's underneath this? I got so many questions. I don't know, but maybe. Oh, here we go, ripping it off. I have no idea what that thing is, but there's nothing on. Oh, there's actually something underneath it right there. Okay then. Well, I don't really know what I'm going to do with this processor, if I'll even do anything with it. Because it's not really important to me. And it might not even be the processor. It might be the internal storage. So, that's actually probably what this is. And that's probably all SanDisk did, was just provide the storage. But, anyway. I'm just going to put this up and away. And I'm just going to throw that away. And with that, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys all next video. See ya.